In the 7th week after his enlightenment, the Buddha sat and enjoyed the bliss of freedom under the tree called Rajayatana for another 7 days. O Lord Buddha, you have enjoyed the bliss of freedom for 7 weeks without taking any food to eat. Please accept this medicinal fruit I have brought for you from the heavenly world. Those 2 merchant brothers made merit with me in the past. I should take this opportunity to help them meet the Buddha.
Look, Tapusa, all of our carts have stopped as if fixed to the ground. No matter how much our men work the bullocks to make them pull, the carts still won't budge. They just won't move.
It's strange. Why would the... What?
You 2 merchants, do you know that the just now enlightened, perfectly awakened Buddha is now sitting under the Rajayatana tree over there? You'd better go and pay your respects to him, then offer him the baked and ground grain meal you're carrying with you. It will be a cause for your benefit and happiness for a long time.
Your 2 humble servants bring baked and ground grain meal to offer. Please may the Lord Buddha accept our offering.
I lost my alms bowl before my enlightenment. When I accepted the honeyed milk rice from Sujata, I floated the golden tray off in the stream. Now these 2 merchants are offering me a meal. A recluse should not have more than 1 alms bowl.
We, Tapusa and Balika, declare ourselves to be lay Buddhists. We take refuge in the Buddha and the Dharma for the rest of our lives.
Your 2 humble servants, Balika and Tapusa, would like to ask you for some object that we may keep, to honour and revere.
I have attained the Dharma, which is profound and subtle. It is difficult for ordinary people to understand and practice. There are several kinds of people in this world. The quick-witted, upon hearing my teachings, know and understand them quickly, just like a lotus flower above the surface of the water that blossoms as soon as it receives the sun's rays. Those of moderate intelligence, having heard my teachings and then receiving some further explanation and training, are able to know and understand within a short time, just like a lotus flower level with the surface of the water, ready to blossom the next day. The slow-witted, having heard the teachings, receiving further explanation and training, persevering with faith, are able to know and understand in the end, like a lotus flower below the water, which grows upwards before finally breaking through the surface and blossoming. The final kind of person, no matter how many times they hear the Dhamma, are unlikely to grasp the meaning or understand, although their listening may be a cause for realization in a future existence. This type may be compared to a lotus down in the muck and mire, falling prey to fish and turtles, not rising up and blossoming. This being the case, I'll preserve my life for the sake of spreading the Dhamma. I will teach humankind until the Dhamma becomes firmly established and widespread for the benefit and happiness of all for a long time.
Sadhu.
It's a pity that Alara the hermit passed away 7 days ago, and Udaka the hermit passed away just yesterday. If Alara Galama could have lived for another 7 days, and Udaka Ramaputta just one more day, they would both have surely attained enlightenment.
The Buddha had known through superhuman knowledge of the passing away of Alara Kalama and Udaka Ramaputta. Then he remembered the Pankavaggiya, the 5 monks who had attended him while he was practicing extreme asceticism. Each of the 5 had well-developed faculties. If they could hear the teaching, they would surely soon attain to the Dhamma.
Ah, that's Gautama, the recluse, the one to whom we formerly attended.
So it is. The one who gave up his austerities. All right. If he comes here, we won't bother to get up and welcome him. We'll just put out a seat. If he wants to sit down, then let him sit.
Look, we're so glad to meet with him again that we've forgotten our agreement to show no interest. Even I, myself, forgot it completely.
Recluse Gautama, what leads you to visit us here in this forest?
Do not address me in that way. I have now attained to the Dhamma. Pay attention to my words. If you follow my instructions, before very long, you will realize the Dhamma.
While practicing austerities for a long time, you did not become enlightened. So how could you? How could you have attained liberation after giving up your efforts? and causing us to abandon you.
Throughout all of that time, did I ever say anything like this to you all?
No, it's true. You have never said anything like this to us before.
Entangling oneself in sensual indulgence, tormenting one's body with hardship and pain, these are ways a renunciant should not undertake, for they stray from the path of enlightenment. The middle way, that is, the noble eightfold path, is the practice that leads to Nibbana. There are four noble truths as follows. Suffering, disease of the body, disease of the mind, should be understood. Craving, which is the cause of suffering, should be abandoned. Cessation of suffering should be realized. The path of practice leading to the cessation of suffering should be developed.
Once the Buddha had given his first Dhamma teaching, the Venerable Gondanya gained the vision of Dhamma and thus became the first stream enterer.
Anya Kondanya, Kondanya knows the truth.
Lord Buddha, please grant me ordination as a Buddhist monk.
You are now a bhikkhu. Well taught is the Dhamma. Practice the holy life and put an end to suffering.
The Buddha gave ordination to Venerable Vappa on the first day of the waning moon, Venerable Bhaddiya on the second day, Venerable Mahanama on the third, and Venerable Assaji on the fourth. On the fifth day of the waning moon of the 8th lunar month, the Buddha gave the teaching known as the Anattalakkhana Sutta.
The 5 groups that we take as a self are as follows: body, feeling, pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral; perception and memory; mental formations; sense consciousness, awareness of mental impressions. These 5 aggregates are not me, not him or her, not mine, not his or hers, not myself, not his or herself. All these things are impermanent and insubstantial. It is their nature to arise, persist for a while, and then pass away.
After listening to the teaching, each of the Pankavaggiya attained to arahantship.